Alright. I apparently am bad at math and even worse at looking at calendar dates because for some reason I thought this live stream was going to come out next week. But it came out today. So, that just means that we have something to react to today on one of my days off when I normally don't stream. Normally I spend most of these days that I'm not streaming typing up the chapters for y'all on the VODs on my YouTube channel, so you guys can just click through wherever spots you want to, and maybe editing shorts in my downtime. But hey, what can you do? We have a 28-minute video to take a look at, and we're going to jump straight into it. I believe that should be enough of an intro for you all, because this is going to be time-consuming. I can also see that they have the trailer out separate, but they tend to always show the trailer in the program, so I don't feel like we need to click on that. I actually debated whether or not I wanted to record this live and just upload it after the fact, and honestly, I don't really see why not. If nobody pops into the chat in like the 20-30 minutes that we'll be watching this, that's their loss. That being said, I guess now is as good a time as any to remind you all that if you want to know when I go live, you can check with me on my Discord, which the links are always in the description. It's also on the About page on my Twitch channel. So, without further ado, let's get this out of the way. I'm excited. What do we got? Let me drop this volume so I don't blow out my eardrums.
I come from an ancient race.
Whoa.
We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
Who are you?
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat.
Dragons?
Dragon King?
We were victims of the apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse itself.
Oh, it looks like we're getting some
Is
cataclysm
this
lore.
what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
What is that? I'm guessing that's our new weekly boss. Because we don't have a second weekly boss yet.
Only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
Or maybe this is Nahida's Story Quest 2. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. What is that thing? I know there's like a snake that's brought up quite a bit in the lore. I'm gonna just drop that down. Because that's kind of loud.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a
All
set
right.
of laws.
Baizhu! Beyond mortality, living with many remedies, or whatever that said.
A bitter pill to
Is
swallow.
he a catalyst?
Taking a turn for the better.
I think he's a catalyst.
Feast your eyes.
Kaveh!
Watch and learn.
The briefcase! I guess he's also a catalyst. No, that's a sword. He's swinging a sword.
Clear.
I guess that makes sense because he's kind of paired with I'll hate them a lot.
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
What is happening? Why is Sainu fighting Logan? A Parade of Providence. I guess the Sub-Zero's Festival might be coming up soon. There's probably going to be an event in Sumer, right?
Whoa!
Wow. Awesome.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program. Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that.
That's a good point. Normally they show up a little bit before the trailer to tell you, hey, here's the trailer.
Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today, and we even have more hosts than usual. So why don't we go around and take a moment to introduce ourselves?
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angelique Nupanani, and I'm the voice of Dory.
I kind of hope to get a copy of Dory.
Supporting the
She's got a
business
very
of Lord
interesting
Sana
moveset to me.
LaBey with your shiny Mora.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of Baizhu from Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Finally,
Are you
we learned his name.
experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi. Hello.
Aw, me too.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
Oh, is the Snakes
Yeah,
VA not here?
You've all been a part of the traveler's journey at some point or another.
That's right, and we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together in the upcoming version.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content. Like,
All right.
I don't know, one of our new playable characters in version 3.6.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baizhu?
Oh,
Baizhu?
darn. I thought they were going to talk about Kaveh.
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in. So, let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
Well, if you are watching this on my YouTube, these codes are probably gone. And so it looks like it'll be a Nahida and Nilu rerun. Nice, this will be my chance to try to grab Nahida then, I guess. At the same time, I kind of would like Nilu, but my favorite Archon. And Baizhu and Ganyu. Didn't Ganyu just... No, it was Shenhe that had a banner. And Kaveh is a 4-star. Cool. Oh wait, isn't Dea supposed to be getting moved to the standard banner actually as of this update? Which means I'll get another chance to get Dea. We can start spending all of those standard wishes that we've been kind of stockpiling at this point.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Snake. Snack.
The doctor will see you now.
I love the animations on this
Taking the turn for the
catalyst.
better.
A snack. Snack caster. Snack mage. Lots of snack. Snack, 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 snack. Snack.
Okay,
Snack.
that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baiju's shield.
I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Owner of the Boo Boo Pharmacy, who is rarely seen without his white snake named Chongsheng. His medicinal knowledge and encyclopedic, and his personal intrigues subtle.
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but isn't Baizhu the first male character with glasses?
Is it?
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's-
Personally, I love his voice.
I mean, playable character with glasses, I should say. There's been quite a few male characters with glasses in the NPCs just running around. Actually, I'd have to check. I don't know if there's any in Mondstadt that run around with glasses. Maybe? Maybe there's some NPCs in Leeway? But I don't really know, though. That actually might be accurate. Now that I think about it, that's probably accurate.
I think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple pants.
Not biased at all.
You really can't.
No, you can't go wrong with purple
okay,
pants.
let's talk about Baizhu. Baizhu is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation for itself in Liyue Harbor. But most importantly, Baizhu is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually was hoping that Baizhu would be the 4-star and Kaveh would be the 5-star. Because I've always noticed that every 5-star seems to get paired with a 4-star. Which I just wanted it to be the funny meme that Baizhu is the 4-star in Liyue that has a 5-star zombie as his underling. Kind of like how we have the 4-star Ningguang with the several 5 stars working under her. But at the same time, I guess it could be funny. I don't know. That was just my little hope. I thought it would have been a fun thing. I guess we missed out.
The world. He tends to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
But he overcharges them if they're wealthy.
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
What kind
Welcome to the arena of fate.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan. You know, like, I can save you, but for a price. I guess he just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Nice. Nice voice flex
give
there.
Your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baizhu, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I don't know. There's some lines in dialogue for some of the characters' voice lines that seem very sus about him. But I'm more sus about the snake than I am about him. Never trust a man with a snake whispering in his ear.
You know, people say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baizhu as well?
Well, Baizhu's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, travelers will have to check him out in-game to learn more about his story. So,
is he getting a story?
Yeah, that's all you're hearing out of me.
Okay, well, no matter what happens, I just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too. But besides his health, Baizhu also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On top of that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao.
Cold, warm smile, fake. I despise Hu Tao.
So there are some days where Baizhu really has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, Baizhu's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same
Who
master.
was that?
But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways. Their differences were passed down to their apprentices, which has led to Baizhu and Hu Tao's different views.
That story doesn't sounds like it lines up with the war too well. Because if Hu Tao's like the 77th funeral director and it's been passed down, that implies it's been passed down for many generations. Then again, I guess not everybody has to be the director.
In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through Baizhu's story quest to hear some of Baizhu's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. Cool. I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will often choose to test new medicines on himself. As you spend time with Baizhu in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and interact with certain harvestable items.
Oh, I didn't think about that until now, but yeah, that means we finally have a Dendro Shielder.
Since Baizhu is a doctor, I think it's pretty safe to say that most of his combat abilities are focused on healing, right?
Yep, that's right. Baizhu's treatment in battle is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates.
I like that.
Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies.
That sounds broken.
That even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure.
Full Dendro team.
All right, I think that's all we have for Baizhu, so let's move on to our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people
all
with
right.
similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
Bring me that briefcase. Our intelligence has been stolen!
Come at me! Breaking new ground!
Red Spy has entered the base. I love these animations. Why are the 4 stars always the ones that interest me the most?
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
A
Yeah,
renowned
that was
architect from
crazy.
Sumeru
And the
who
toolbox
perhaps cares
has
too much
some
about too many
cool
things.
accessories. I
He's
am
an
jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
He's a what?
Oh, okay, so since
An
Kaveh has some
Aslith?
connections with Dory, I'll introduce him. Kaveh is an architect and has this like keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazarzaray, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
Well, he sounds like a genius, so he must be pretty successful.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine.
He broke.
It's actually kind of the opposite. He hardly has enough more to survive.
Mood.
Starving artist.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting. Why's that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of
Dory
different
ripped him
people,
off. I think that's the
which
explanation.
may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his mora. Like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gullible guy.
Like the guy that sells us
On top of
rugs
that, he
in
doesn't
Nilu's
limit
story
himself with
quest.
the cost of construction. And take the Palace of Alcazarzaray as an example.
Oh my god, that guy
Maybe
has all
only
of Kave's
a real
money, doesn't he?
maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably
I'm so
these
surprised
kinds
he's
of
not a
situations
Geo
that have
character.
made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't like I'll hate them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll hate them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaveh can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kaveh's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating furnishings.
Finally,
His mapping abilities
a
may
teapot
come in handy
character.
during battle. As a unique and creative designer, Kaveh must always bring tools with him. His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh
That's a
with tools,
toolbox?
but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time.
Well, he's gonna be
Kaveh
fun.
won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
Oh, he's gonna be
Always
busted
good
in
to have a
fucking
reliable
Bloom
partner
comps.
like that. Changshang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
Look, hey, look, no hands!
Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Kaveh.
How should I say this? I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Is he getting a character's
Well,
quest?
He is a distinguished architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, and Kaveh will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6.
Main event.
So maybe we give some details about that next?
Okay, main event.
Okay, I got this one. Our main event for version 3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza. In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The Extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Why is there a mystery
So
at the
maybe
end?
We can talk about some gameplay that travelers can expect to see.
Also, don't try to sneak that past me. I saw that. Where was it?
For version some details about that next?
Oh, okay, I got this one.
I see a free Farazan in my future. We are definitely going to be grabbing that. I could use another Farazan. I don't have any for constellations. And I've been looking for an excuse to build her, so I'm excited for this, and just off that premise alone. Also, I guess a Crown of Insight. I don't use these too much. Free materials are free materials.
Version 3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza.
Being a momentous celebration for the Academia.
In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The Extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6
considering we saw Sino fighting against our boy Logan, I guess this might be him? Might not be, though.
Have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Great. So maybe we can talk about some gameplay that travelers can expect to see. It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah. Each of the 6 Darshans will be compiling their research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy. For example, Layla's Ridawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is a cute little fungus.
The fungus among us.
Does look like fun.
Nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh,
oh my god, it's Mario Maker.
A lot of ideas for this one. Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Interesting.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions.
Ooh.
If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
I'm intrigued.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
Awesome.
All right, I'm excited.
And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala.
I have no clue what implications that has on the lore.
Which events are you all most excited about?
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's what I'm all about. Combat and battle and victory. And,
I think the storytelling one interests me the most.
Confident, are we?
Oh,
wow. I like the star one. I like stars. It's very cool.
Yeah.
The architecture one's also
most
pretty
excited
neat.
to listen to a story, because I think that's about my speed.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
Very cool. Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here. Layla's very own Hangout quest will be arriving with version 3.6, so be sure not to miss it. Okay, that's all.
What do you mean miss it? Is it going away?
Awesome. Excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru. Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the Academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer cannon.
That's how you're supposed to pronounce it, Waynute?
That's quite the name.
I've been calling it a Wennet.
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh, yeah.
How do you set up a
We
fucking
also
cannon
have
on a
one other
sand
event for
dune and have
travelers
it
to
be
continue
practical?
improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects at set intervals of time.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this
If the buff you
event.
receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies
Honestly,
they can come up
the
with.
combat kind
Also,
of bores
the
me
Overflowing
in a lot of
Mastery
these
event will
events.
be
It feels
returning
tacked
once
on
again with
to
double
some
drops
people.
for a limited time to
Unga
help travelers
bunga
keep
must
leveling up
fight.
their characters.
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, there will be one more event taking place in an all-new area. So first, I think we should reveal the new area.
Ooh, new area? Finally!
Before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Oh, but one more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be
Okay,
sure
so we'll
not
probably
to miss
pause and look over those if they actually tell us anything. All right, let's look at this. Nymph Stream 2-piece, Hydro bonus 4-piece. Oh my god, that's a lot of text. After normal charge and plunging attacks, elemental skills, and elemental bursts hit opponents, 1 stack of mirrored nymph will be triggered, lasting 8 seconds while under the effect of 1, 2, 3 or more mirrored nymph stacks. The attack will increase by 7, 16, 25%, and Hydro damage bonus will be... That's pretty powerful. Yipes. And Vorukasha's Glow. HP plus 20, elemental skill and elemental burst damage increased by 10. After equipping elemental skill and elemental burst increased by 10. After equipping, character takes damage and aforementioned damage bonus increases by 80% for 5 seconds. This effect increase can have 5 stacks. The duration of each stack is counted independently. So this is a Dia set. This is what I'm hearing here. More HP for Dia, 80% damage buff, burst damage boost. Yeah. So I don't know if this is additive or multiplicative, but otherwise that could be like a 90% damage increase specifically for Dia when she takes damage. That's kind of scary if that's the case. And this is just, hey, if you thought Nilu was broken before, Nymph Stream set, woo, busted. All right. Get your codes. I don't know. I'll try to have this out within a day or two, but I'm betting these codes will be long gone by the time anybody watches this on my channel. Those of you in the chat, if you haven't redeemed these already, I guess you can do that. Okay, I think we have nothing to see here.
Area.
Welcome back, everyone.
There we go.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an all-new area being added to the game.
God damn, the Sumeru map is so fucking huge. Oh, God.
That's right, and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends,
Northwest.
it was one of the main rifts that monsters...
That's where the giant hole in the ground is, right? With the what was it called? Apep's mouth or something?
were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss. Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there?
Definitely.
On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah,
Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search.
What are
There will be a
those?
Pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area and access some locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
I will become
After having
Paimon.
Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training. We will guide Sorush to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during their journey in version 3.6.
I never encountered that new fucking Black Serpent Knight with the double axes from the last patch, actually. So, this must be... This is gonna be version 3.6, the new Inquisitus Baptist. So I'm curious what this is all about.
Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements to reduce damage. It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers will encounter. The Animo and Hydro Hilichurl rogues.
What?
These Hilichurls are wandering across Teyvat and do not belong to any particular Hilichurl tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help, and they also have a unique combat style.
So the Hilichurls have fucking wanderers and travelers now too? What the hell's going on in Teyvat?
Even though it seems this place is full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear. The dragon of
Apep!
Verdure was
I
once
knew
an
it.
emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand. Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will be making their way to the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it in battle, so we must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
At
excited.
this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
I predicted it
Oh,
right.
for
Chapter
sure.
2 Nahida quest.
I think there'll be a lot of interesting things for travelers to learn in this one.
That's
so
probably
going to
be our
look
weekly
forward to
boss.
Absolutely. And that's about all we have for new content in the upcoming version. But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music.
Ooh,
The
it's the...
second album for the Sumeru region, titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
I'm excited for that.
Nice!
Nice, I love the Sumeru region music.
Yeah, I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Gonna eat up
Okay,
all
this
of
is
that
super cool. I'm
content.
super excited.
Gonna eat it
Be
all
sure to
up.
pick that up.
I'm hyped.
I'm super hyped for
so
that.
let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Oh, they're still giving another redemption code? Unfathomable Sand Dunes. Genshin Impact's second Sumeru OST album, The Unfathomable Sound Dunes, will be released soon. Alright, I feel like all that's left is the wrap-up, so we'll just speed on through that. If you haven't already gotten the code, grab it. If you do, yada yada yada. I actually don't redeem any of these codes because I don't feel like I need them. I don't have the absolute need to pull as often as I want. We're a pull on death channel. We don't actively want too many characters, so it's just, meh, it doesn't matter too much to me. We're gonna get pulls when we get pulls. Every so often, we'll buy a Welkin just so we have some stock. I've honestly been really happy with the game so far, and I'm honestly happy with the amount of attention that it has brought to my channel, and I would like to thank each and every one of you who has stopped by on any of the streams, or who watches my VOD content here on the channel.
Alright, so it seems like there's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter, and confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Character quests, I'm
super
excited.
Happy to have gotten to come on this special program today. It was
I already
my
have
first
3 keys
time.
saved
So
up.
cool. And also that trailer was so cool.
Oh, so
Definitely.
sick.
It was.
It does look
I
like
think it's
Kaveh
really
is
cool
not getting
that
his own
people
story
will get
hangout,
to
though.
discover
Sad.
more about Baizhu, and that there's more to him than just the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
I'm a
got
little disappointed that
layers.
Kaveh's
True.
story
True
event
that.
is going to be tied to this
I'm
event
looking
quest
forward to
that
the
people
new
are going to be
area
able to
and
miss.
New playables.
We'll
and,
record a
of
bunch of it
course,
for posterity, but I'm not
Academia
sure we'll be able to
Extravaganza.
have...
Looked super fun to me.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to capture everything.
But yeah, this is the end of the special
'Cause I
program.
can't stream
It's
every
been
day.
so great hanging with you guys.
I would love
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
I would
definitely.
love to
Thank
do
you
this
for having
full time,
me
but I
again.
can't.
Of course.
I just can't.
This
I
is
have
the
too many
end.
other
I'll see you guys all in game.
obligations.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. This has been fun. We don't do a lot of React content around here, but I've been trying to get more into it because the people who watch the channel seem to enjoy it, and I've been asked to do a lot more React content. So, I guess this will be our little bit of the outro for here, so I guess we'll say our goodbyes, and I'll be one last reminder that join the Discord if you want to be informed on when we're going to go live. You can follow me on Twitter if you want as well, but I would just recommend going to the Discord at this point. We spend a lot of time there. You can always chat with me whenever. I try to respond to everybody, and frankly, I'm on Discord all the time. Even if I'm at work. If I'm busy, I'm always on there. I look forward to seeing all of you in future streams and future content. So, 3.6, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Gonna spend some more time with Nahida. The event, I guess I'm excited because it looks like there's some secrets that they didn't even address in this. Like they showed that mystery person who's gonna be one of the members of the, I believe it was the, where was it? Whoever is the Vahumana
Emotes this
representative. No clue what's going on here.
time.
But for the time being, this has been a Sheet Stream. Bye-bye.